Let's warm our body up from the inside out with breathing. Closing your eyes, starting to draw the breath more powerfully into your abdomen, feeling the lungs inflate along with that downward pressure of the diaphragm, making it feel as though your belly has a fullness of breath. Letting that same breath out through the nose, feeling the work of the diaphragm once more, now pushing the breath out of the lungs, and feeling that the abdomen is emptying of breath. We can draw our belly button to the back of our spine. Drawing the breath in through the nose, fullness of breath, and letting the breath out through the nose. Feeling a complete emptying of breath. It might help you to take your palms to your belly and feel a swell of the belly beneath the palms on your inhale. And then feel the receding of the belly underneath the palms on your exhale. You might use this moment connecting with your breath to give yourself the mantra, I am strong. And thinking about this notion of warming up the body, I am prepared. Two more rounds of breath just like this. And then into some Kapalabhati breathing, where we contract quite forcefully on our exhalation breath, the abdomen, so that the breath is expelled in a really quick sensation, and the inhale happens as a rebound to that. Again, having the palms here set at the belly can be quite beneficial to feel the contraction beneath the palms. If you have a tissue handy, grab it now. You might find you need it when the breath comes forcefully out through the nose. You're welcome to use an exhale through the mouth as an option here as well. Breathing in and quickly out. And pause there, breathing in. And out, nice and gently. Two more rounds like that. Second round of Kapalabhati breathing, and you are welcome to bring your arms now up above the head and interlink your thumbs and see how this feels. Drawing the biceps in line with your ears. Breathing in and forcefully out. Breathing in and out, placing your hands back down, breathing in and out. One more round. Third round of Kapalabhati breathing, and you're welcome this time to extend the arms above the head, but keep them separate. And as you complete your forceful exhalation, make fists of your hands and draw your elbows down, feeling the shoulders relax down the back as well. Breathing in and forcefully out. Breathing in And out, letting the hands float down. Beautiful work. From here, you might keep your eyes closed or you can flutter them open, and we'll come into neck circles. On an inhalation breath, we drop the right ear down to the right shoulder and then the chin in towards the chest. Left ear to left shoulder. And then exhaling that breath out as the throat stretches around the back of the circle. Breathing in, right ear to right shoulder, chin into chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Breathing out as the chin rolls around the back edge. One more time, breathing in on the first half of this circle. Relaxing the shoulders down from the ears and observing any tension through the back of the neck as you glide on through. And then let's change directions. So the left ear is coming first towards the left shoulder. And then drawing the chin around to the back. And then the chin in towards the chest. Inhalation breath this time on the way around the back side, and then exhalation breath as the chin comes in towards the chest. Nice work. And then from here, let's take interlaced fingers to the back of the head. On our inhalation breath, we'll draw our elbows open, lift our chest towards the ceiling, tilt the chin back. On our exhalation breath, pull the ribcage in towards the hips and draw the elbows towards one another in the front of the body. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. A final time. Beautiful. The hands come from the back of the head now to perch on our shoulders. And on our inhalation breath, we're drawing the elbows forward, opening up through the chest and feeling the ribcage expand. On our exhalation breath, the elbows drop around the back. The ribcage knits in towards the hips on the front of the body. Inhale, big expansion. Feel that shoulder roll. Exhale, ribcage in towards the hips again. 2 more. Last one. And then let's reverse. Elbows travel backwards first. Inhale. And exhale. You can add as much spinal movement into this as feels good, depending on the seated position that you're in, or you're welcome to do this work standing as well. Last one. Nice work. From here, let's take our left fingertips out in line with our left hip. Feel free to adjust seated positions at any time that you would like. On an inhalation breath, let's extend our right arm up and overhead. And then on our exhalation breath, we're going to feel that shoulder drop into an internal rotation as we sweep it closer towards the ground, and then turn the palm to face the ceiling. Inhale, expand through that right rib cage, and then exhale, sweeping it down and around. One more time. Nice work. Switching over to the other side, so the right fingertips ground in alignment with the right hip. And on an inhalation breath, we're sweeping the arm up. And then on our exhalation breath, bringing it into an internal rotation of the shoulder, feeling it come down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale it down. Nice work. From here, coming over onto your hands and your knees. Starting to warm our thoracic spine up a little more here with some cat and cow back extension and spinal flexion. Wrists set beneath the shoulders. On an inhalation breath, stick your bottom back, feel your belly drop down, feel the heart pull forwards and the shoulders engage on the back of the body, the gaze is forward. On your exhalation breath, reverse that. Tuck the tailbone under and let this ripple come up through the spine. Ribcage in towards the hips, chin in towards the chest. Inhalation breath. We're setting our bottom backwards first. Our belly is dropping down. Our chest is pulling forward. Pull the hands towards the knees. Exhalation breath. Tuck the tailbone under. Pull the ribcage in towards the hips. Try and push the hands forward away from the knees. 3 more rounds. And last one. Let's take our hip into some circles. Inhale, breathe here to prepare for a lift, and then exhale, locking your abdominals on, belly button to the back of the spine. Right leg lifts away from the ground into what we call a donkey kick position. And then we're going to cross that right leg over to behind and to the side of the left. Inhalation breath, we're going to bring it back and around so that we're like a dog lifting our hind leg, and then draw that leg back in to face the left one. Again, out to the side, so we reverse and then into a donkey kick position, and then around into that internal rotation of your hip. Let's repeat that again, out to the side like a dog lifting its hind leg, and swing it back in. We're working here in quite a fluid way through the hip joint, but keeping the rest of the body incredibly still against this movement. Engage the shoulder blades on the back, pull them down the back. And one more full round like this. Beautiful work. Let's switch over to that left leg. Inhalation breath to prepare here, and then exhale, pelvic floor and core contraction. Left leg comes into that donkey kick position. Engage the glute. Cross behind the right leg for an internal rotation of the hip. Lift up towards the ceiling, out to the side like a dog lifting its hind leg, and then come in to meet the other leg once more. Reverse out of there, out to the side first, and then bring it around and drop it down to that internal rotation. Can you keep the rest of the body super still against this movement? We feel some heat really starting to build up here. And one more full round. Good work. From here, let's get a little bit of energy stretch into our feet. We're going to tuck our toes under, send our body weight back towards our heels, and then come up to sitting on the heels. This can be super uncomfortable. You can position a pillow between the hips and the heels if that helps for you. We'll only stay here a few rounds of breath. And then we'll come off of the heels, bring the hands forward, and your choices are to untuck the feet and pitter-patter them, send a little bit of life into the top of the feet, or to sit back onto your heels and lean back and stretch through the front of your ankles. And then we go between those two more times. So bringing the body weight forward, tucking the toes under, coming to sit on the back of the heels. Really push down into each of your toes. Sending the body weight forward, untucking the feet, either pitter-patter or lean back, or a little of both. One more round, coming forward, sitting back into those heels, coming forward, untucking, and pitter-patter or lean back into the front of the ankle stretch. Nice work, everybody. From here, we'll untuck, tuck our toes under, widen our knees, send our big toes back towards one another, and then draw our hips around in a circular pattern. Big circle, exploring the space, seeing how things are feeling. Noticing differences in your body from when you first started moving and to now. A little bit of heat, a little warmth in all of the joints, ready for the start of the day and any functional movements you may come across in your everyday life, or ready to move on to some of the functional strength yoga practices in this series. Well done.